Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Miss Farrah Mills. So, the next topic we're going to talk about is a topic that was suggested to me by one of my YouTube followers, Mystic Fortune. Thank you for your question. And this is a big one. Okay, so they wanted to know my views on being post-op as a trans woman and what I think about that generally. So, I am actually not post-op, I'm pre-op. And I don't ever plan to go post-op. It's not something that I feel I need to do. It's not something that I would be comfortable with. Now, when I first started my transition, I desperately wanted to go post-op because I believed that that was the only option. And when you go through your transition with doctors and psychiatrists and all that stuff, when I was younger, it was very much a big part of that was the end result, that was the end goal. And if you said that that was something you did not want to have done, it could cause issues with your progress as far as getting your hormones and your doctor's certificates and everything to change your name and all that kind of stuff. So it was something that I always just said that I desperately wanted to have done because I wanted the process to move forward. Times have changed and my views on being post-op and pre-op have changed drastically as I've got older and as I've lived my life as a trans woman. So the reasons that I don't want to get it done is one, because it's a huge operation, it's very expensive, and also I don't feel like I need to have that done. I'm comfortable as a trans woman, and I'm not an active trans woman sexually. I don't have any interest in playing a more dominant role sexually, if that makes any sense. But I'm happy with the way my body is now. I'm proud to be a trans woman. And the men that I date are looking for trans women who fit my physical description, if that makes sense. So I have no issues or needs to want to have that operation. It's not something that will fulfill my life in any way. I already feel completely happy the way that I am. I can feel completely feminine and female, and that part of my body does not determine whether I'm a transsexual woman or not. My views on it, I have a lot of friends who have gone post-op. Now I see there's nothing wrong with going post-op whatsoever. Let me just state that. I don't think that there's an issue with it. I do think, however, that some trans women have done it, have rushed into it without fully thinking it through or being mentally and physically ready to have it done. Yeah, to me, going post-op is something that you should do as the last operation that you do, because I feel that there's lots of aspects that could affect you mentally if you rush into it. One, it took me a number of years for me to really make the decision that I did not want to have this operation done. Because you need to live your life as a woman, as a trans woman, and have experiences for you to be able to make that decision. Now, I completely understand that there are a lot of trans women who know straight away that this is something that they want to have done. And they get it done as soon as possible, and they are fine, and they are really happy, and they're over the moon, and it changes their life completely. And I completely respect that. I understand that. But there's also a lot of trans women who are not sure, and I think that there's this horrible kind of construct that's placed on trans women that you're expected to be a certain way to be considered a trans woman. And I think that there are some trans women who are very easily led or very misguided into rushing into having this surgery done thinking it's going to change their life, and it's not going to change your life. Having surgeries before that will give you a great idea of how it feels having certain surgeries done, and realizing that having surgeries will not change your life. Having surgeries will not turn you into a genetic woman. Having surgeries will not make your life fantastic. All surgery does is make you feel better and more confident about yourself when you look at yourself in the mirror, because at the end of the day you should only be doing it for yourself and not for somebody else. Surgery does not change any mental issues or problems or hang-ups that you have in your own head about how you feel about yourself as a woman or as a trans woman. So you need to understand that first and foremost before you decide to have this operation done. Also, if you're going to do it on the NHS, there is quite a long waiting list, and also if you're going to do it privately, I believe it costs over £10,000, so it's quite a big operation. All of the girls that I have known personally who have gone post-op have all have had to have at least 2 or 3 follow-up operations afterwards because of complications with things not working properly or things not being the way that they were supposed to be. Obviously, this is not all trans women who have this operation done, but all the girls that I have known who have had it done have had complications afterwards. Not major complications, but enough that they would have to go back in for more surgery to correct any issues that there were. Also, you will have to dilate for the rest of your life with an object that kind of looks like a dildo that you have to use to keep the vaginal opening open, because obviously this is, your body treats that hole as something that's not supposed to be there, and it will over time close unless you keep it open. So this is something that you will have to do for the rest of your life. Now obviously you have to do it quite a lot after the surgery is done, and then it goes down less and less the longer you've had your vagina. But this is another thing you need to consider, that you will have to continue dilating for the rest of your life. So there's that. There are a few trans girls who I know who have committed suicide because they couldn't deal with the how they felt afterwards of having this operation. So it's something you really need to really think about properly before you have it done. I would really suggest that you think about it properly, because it's a big step and it's a big operation, and some trans women will find that they're quite happy how they are already, and some women desperately need to have it done for them to be able to function properly. So I completely understand that, but you need to understand that it is such a big step and it is a big decision, and I just really hope that any of you who are planning to do it do take all those into consideration before you have anything done, or before you even go and see a doctor about it, because you know, it can, if your mind is not ready for it, it can really affect you mentally. As I said before, I have no problems with girls who are post-op. There's always been this annoying thing with post-op girls. I've had loads of post-op girls tell me that I'm not a real woman, or not a real trans woman, because I'm not post-op, which is rubbish, because it has nothing to do with surgeries. Also, it's not a competition. So just go through your transition in the way that you want to do it, and don't let anyone else tell that you should be doing this or you should be doing that, because it's completely your own decision, and no one else has the right to interfere with your transition. So just remember that. I hope that's helped or cleared things up a little bit. Obviously, I'm not a post-op transsexual woman, so I don't have all the facts, and these are just my opinions and views on the situation. Have a great day, everyone. If you have any more questions on anything else you'd like me to cover, then please leave your suggestions in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation about it all, because I love having conversations and learning things as well, because I don't know everything. Let's have a conversation about it, and I can find out some more stuff too. So have a great day, everyone. Lots of love. Speak to you soon.